Hey there, Cancer. It's Jen here. I'm doing another reading now here in October. Just to see what's coming up. I didn't come up with a theme um, this month. So we'll just see what's coming out. They've been very, very, lots of major arcana, lots of big spiritual lessons and growth. I guess growth would be a better way to say it. Coming out. Kind of things that have been put on the back burner. Like things are being dealt with or addressed or yeah, it's like some inner housekeeping or something. Dealing with things that you've maybe been avoided or hasn't really been on your radar, you realize. So Page of Cups, this could be a water sign energy. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But to me, it's very much first love, that honeymoon period, kind of putting people on a pedestal. And that's hard because I had a relationship like this when I was young. The guy was just so sort of taken by me and really he pursued me very hard, I guess we would say. And I ended up moving for him, but he was like, I didn't want to move. Okay, so here, totally me. I made the decision. But I was like, no, we hadn't even been seeing each other a year. I don't want to move, that's just too soon. And whatever, I finally decided to move, which actually was a good move financially for me. In a lot of ways, actually. Actually, I loved it down there. But he dumped me like within 2 months because, it's a long story, but it was, yeah, I was so right. My gut was so right. Let's just put it that way. So if there's something in your gut, like don't get pushed into making a commitment that you don't want to make. And if someone puts you on a pedestal, it's an unrealistic. It's just unrealistic. You're not a perfect person. I don't know. There's kind of this naivete going on. Naivete, is that the way? Someone's naive. There's kind of like a lot of excitement behind things, but maybe the reality, the planning, the execution, you have to make sure that's solid. Oh my God, this has come out for almost so I've done Leo, Libra, and Sag, right? So far, I've been keeping track on my paper. She seems way more, it's the star, so it's a beautiful spiritual healing energy. But she's even though it's a star, it's Aquarius, it's air, she seems very grounded. He doesn't seem grounded to me. He seems like he could float away and, float away at any minute. But she seems very tethered to the ground, even to the point where like she's a tether for this cosmic kite or whatever. The sun card's there. There may be a Leo connection. So this energy is very dreamy. And this is dreamy but practical and grounded is what I'm getting. There's thoughts behind it where this is more just emotion, going with the emotion, being sort of love struck or swept along, and kind of it's not necessarily ignoring things, but maybe not paying attention to everything. that should needs to be paid attention to. Like a little immaturity, I guess. And maturity and age have nothing to do with each other. Strength. Another major vulnerability. She has her heart out. She has her heart she's open. She's opening up. She's making herself vulnerable. She knows she's strong. Um Doing something even though it scares you doesn't mean the risk is a poor risk, a poor investment, a poor, yeah, like it was something risky, like financially or physically or whatever. Um, but it's still, it's a change, and it any sort of change feels, you're more vulnerable. It feels okay. This is different. I don't know how it's gonna be, and so there is always sort of a little bit of that feeling when things do change. But there's some sort of dream, like I feel like you have an idea or a dream or this creativity that you're still, like, keep that alive. Keep that ideal alive. Don't settle, I'm hearing. So make sure that you're communicating you're voicing what you want or need. So journaling, get it down on paper. Like, start. I would say owning it. I don't know why I said that, but you have something to say. You have something to create. You have something. I don't know. There's something within you that just wants to come out, and I feel like you need to. It's almost like that you've done too much planning. You need to start doing now when it comes to your own creativity. The lovers. Look at me. I'm such a child. I'm like, ooh, the lovers. This could be Gemini. Um, I love this. I just love this card. And there's Sag. So I don't know if you have a Sag connection, because Sag, Gemini, right? The opposite signs here. But this is the Gemini card, the twins. I'm always drawn to the gray in his hair. And so we're talking about maturity before, right? So again, not necessarily that this person is older, but someone in the situation could be older, usually a little more significantly older than, you know what I mean? Um, well, I don't know, it's sort of relative, but not just like a year probably or two. But someone who with experience and wisdom. This is a deep connection. The lovers points to choice. On more majors. I told you the majors are coming out. Jesus. Commitment. The lovers. What are you committing to time and time again in your life? Um, and what are your actions? Your actions will show you what you're really committed to. And I'm sorry, whatever the star card is, maybe when you look at it, you're like, yeah, I really do want to do this, but I'm not taking any action on it when I actually look at my day-to-day activities. And how do you carve out time for that? I feel like you kind of have to push forward with something. And again, I feel like it's something creative, and it's like you just need to start, and that's going to help you figure it out. Like, you have to start somewhere. And sometimes starting at what's the end goal and working your way backwards, or sometimes you don't know your end goal, so you just have to start putting one foot in front of the other and seeing where it takes you. Holy crap, the majors that have been coming out is insane. Wow. The Hierophant, Ascension. I'm seeing a treehouse, right? I love that. Spiritual ascension. You're on a journey. Everyone's on a journey. A spiritual path, a spiritual connection. I feel like you have you truly, what I'm hearing is, have you truly given your heart? Or have you been holding back? And if so, why? Like exploring some of those questions. Feel really voicing wants and needs. He's grounded. He has the star, and the Hierophant here has a similar feel where they're really spiritual, but they're very grounded at the same time. Who am I reading for? Cancer, right? Yeah, so, whoops. That one, what's at the bottom of that one? Too many. Death, Scorpio time, change, transformation. Something about the Death card next to this more innocent, dreamy, I'm almost getting a Piscean energy. It's almost like the Death card is going to there's going to be some sort of coming down to earth. Reality check, I'm hearing. And I mean, I feel like it's good though. I feel this is so weird, but I guess because oh, I got a ding from my light, which very rarely happens. So that I must have been on to something. Like so seeing the Death card, they're going to cut this. He's going to cut this frayed knot, this frayed rope. I mean, and it's almost like, I mean, this person's like floating up, and okay, I'm not explaining this. I'm almost getting the sense though that something is pulling this person up, and if that rope gets cut, they'll come back down to earth. So it's almost like something needs to ground this person, bring them back into the fold, to the reality, not really reality, but yeah, there's going to be a reality check. Okay, that would be like designing a house and then finding out with the pandemic and inflation and the supply chain, everything, it's going to cost, you know, $50 more a square foot than what you would have thought. You know, I don't know, some sort of sticker shock or just, it's like, do the math, I guess. Do the math for real and not just dream about it. See, here's the King of Cups. Here's a maturity happening from the situation. I almost feel like this energy is like, it's okay. Like, this is what matters to me, the relationship. Um, Not whatever this dream is. What am I? Ace of Cups, love. Ace of Cups next to the lover, making yourself vulnerable. Maybe you're asking someone out. Maybe this is like very crushy type energy. Um, or I feel like just anything speaking up about a raise or a job, or I don't know, it's like something for some reason you've been afraid to voice or afraid to pursue. Um, and it's like I feel like the universe is giving you permission. It's yes, do that. Why not? It's okay. Your dream is valid. Um, it's okay if you don't know exactly how it's going to work out. There's a cord that's going to be cut. I don't know what that is, but I feel like it seems, and I mean, cutting the cord. It could be ties, to something negative that was okay, something that was holding you back. There, positive or negative, like I don't feel like it's necessarily either. It's just it was holding you back, whether you realized it or not. Okay, you got shit. The tower. The tower. I mean, and more major arcana first of all. It's insane. And the aces, we've been having aces come out and tens. Um, you're shaking things up. You're I just see you voicing your ideas, your opinions, your wants, your needs. Um, you could be offering your love to someone, right? This Ace of Cups is being offered to this lovers. But look at her in this picture, look at her face. She knows she's doing the right thing. She knows she's doing the right thing. Look at there's a red flag on the ground. Interesting. Like she's like, no, there was a red flag. I did the right thing. I don't know. I'm gonna let you. That's so interesting. What else is going on? Four of Swords. This is meditating, peace, quieting the mind, time alone, a time out, a retreat, a rest. We have a new moon in the background. The way the four swords are, doesn't it look like it looks like some sort of what is it? Like gears or levers? I don't know what that would mean. And she's been there for a while because they were like spider webs. So this is taking a time out and this is not just I'm going to meditate once. This is something you're taking a break, some time to yourself, some inner exploration. But there's something, but it's not, your mind's calm though. Strength card again. Damn. I love this. She's just like, yeah, come on, let's just, with that wand in her hand, this gives some Leo energy. It's just like, yeah, come on, we're ready. This is just, I don't know, like creativity, energy. Um, like you're just ready to, after this rest, you, you know where you're going. You're ready to make that change, that transformation. You're pushing forward and you're excited about it, whether you know how it's going to end up or not. You're just ready to move, to push forward. You don't need to know the final outcome. Huh. This is so interesting. Anyway, so hopefully there's some messages that spoke to you, and I will see you at the next video. Take care.